In this video, I'm going to give you 9 services that you can offer people to make money online using the GPT-4 API. If you don't know, the GPT-4 API has just been released to everyone, and this is a perfect opportunity to make some good money online doing something that is known as an automation agency. I'm going to give you 9 services you can offer today to business people, friends, whatever it might be that will make them money and that they will pay you for. This video describes 9 services that you can offer local businesses or reach out to people nationally or even worldwide. The point is to make money while using automation, as automation agencies are extremely hot right now. 2 things I want to say before we get into this is make sure that your offer shows the value of what you're doing for them. For example, if you're saving them money or making them money, make sure that the offer shows that as part of the offer. The second thing is the reason this is so popular right now is because an AAA automation agency has no limit to the amount of customers you can actually onboard because it's all automated. Let's get into it. Basically, we're going to be using the GPT-4 API. It's really, really powerful. You can do so many things with it that businesses are desperate for. That's the important thing. Businesses are absolutely desperate for some of the services that I'm going to show you in this video. If you can find people who want that service, you can make a lot of money for yourself while also increasing their profits at the same time. So what is an automation agency? It's a service that helps business automate their processes. There are loads of processes, for example, replying to emails or generating leads or checking leads or whatever it might be, but people do not know how to automate these services, okay? But basically what we're going to be doing is using Zapier. Zapier is an absolutely fantastic service. It's a no-code service, so you don't even need to know how to code. You just basically build things within Zapier. It's actually very, very simple to do. So if you're not familiar with Zapier, I will give you a quick rundown on it. So yeah, this is basically Zapier. I have a couple of Zaps here that do some pretty complicated things. So we'll just click on one. And basically what this one does is when I add something to a Zapier table, it will literally post an entire blog post with photos and everything onto my WordPress account. So the good thing about this is they recently introduced Zapier tables, which means you can put information into a Zapier table automatically, and then you can use that information to do whatever the hell you want. It's actually pretty simple to do. It'll probably take you 3 to 4 hours to learn how to use Zapier. It's really, really that simple. It's just drag and drop. It's not even drag and drop. You just click inside here. And yeah, they have integrations with basically every single provider of a service that has an API in the entire world. So the first potential service we can offer people is using Zapier to auto reply to people. So whether that be from email, Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be, you can set up 4 Zaps, one for Google My Business, one for Instagram, one for Facebook, one for, phone calls, whatever it might be, SMS. And all you need to do is say, when someone does this, do this, okay? So let's say when someone messages Google My Business, it puts their information into a Google Sheet with their phone number, and then it sends an email to your client that says you have a new lead, ring them immediately, okay? And a really good tip is for finding customers through this. What you can do is you can record using OBS or Loom. They are video screen recording services, and basically just record a really short video of you messaging their Google My Business and you receiving nothing in reply. And you can tell people this is losing you money every month if you don't do this simple lead replying tactic. You are actually losing customers every month. So I can very easily make you more money just by setting up this very simple API integration using Zapier. This one doesn't even necessarily have to use GPT-4 API. You can use it if you want to write a response or something like that. But I mean, just for kind of putting their information into a table and then telling them that they have a new lead, that wouldn't even need the GPT-4 API. That's just literally something that's been around for a while. But I think I have given you some really good advice there on how to actually find customers. Just show them that they are losing leads by not automatically replying to these messages. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is automating people's upload flow. It's no secret that short form videos right now are blowing up. YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, they're currently owning the space, and TikTok and YouTube Shorts are being indexed on Google as well. However, it's really, really time consuming to upload to all of these different channels using kind of manual upload. Instead, what you can do is you can automate this process. Again, with Zapier, you can say, when I upload a video to TikTok, upload that video to YouTube and post that video to my client's Instagram. This does require you to have access to their stuff, but I mean, that's just part and parcel of being an agency. You can't really be an agency if people don't trust you with their, socials or whatever it might be. The really cool thing about this is you can use ChatGPT to fill in the information like titles and hashtags. For example, okay, let's say you post on TikTok. Let's say you post on Instagram and you don't have a very good description, don't have a very good title, for example. What you can do is you can rewrite the title using ChatGPT-4 to make the title specifically better for YouTube, okay? So a title, or for example, if a platform doesn't work in exactly the same way, you can change how you upload the video depending on the platform. You can also apply this to social media generally, okay? So let's say you want to post photos for people and also videos. You can post to their Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram itself, all of these different things. You can do all of this in 3, 4, 5, 6 zaps. It's that simple, okay? You can make a lot of money doing that for people. It's a huge service. It'll save them a hell of a lot of time. You could probably replace entire teams just with Zapier. Okay, this is the hottest one right now. This is what everybody wants. People want chatbots that are trained on their data that will talk to people just like they would talk to people. So if your customer has a complicated support system where customers frequently ask the same questions, just like at the business where I work, another service you can offer right now is actually creating a chatbot for them. The process of creating the chatbot is not actually that difficult. It's just a call inside a Python script, which you can then host online. It's actually really, really simple to do. You can definitely find information on this in the documentation, the OpenAI documentation. Get that documentation, put it into ChatGPT-4, get it to create you a chatbot so you can understand what you're looking at, and then you can start to actually make chatbots for other people. I promise you this is not a difficult thing at all. It's not a difficult service at all to get your head around. You just have to know a little bit of programming to start, just to understand where to put things that ChatGPT-4 gives you. And then after that, you can start offering this as a service to your clients. And the really, really good thing about this is that it's personalized, and because GPT-4 is so good at taking large amounts of information and putting them into short replies, you'll know for a fact that this chatbot will work really, really well for what it is supposed to do, which is to answer questions, increase customer engagement, and automate mundane tasks. And also, while you're sleeping, you can still offer customer service to other people. And that doesn't mean you can answer everyone's question, but what you can do is you can also gather more information about the inquiry, and then you can put that in a table, and then when you wake up the next day, you will have their phone number and you'll have all of the information that you need to answer their questions or whatever it might be. This is such a good service for people right now. This is really, really hot. This kind of thing can make you so much money because you can charge a good amount of money for it. My personal favorite one on this entire list is increasing their topical authority. Now, normally when you watch one of these videos, people are going to tell you to write content for people or write blog posts for people. I actually think that that's a really, really bad way to sell this service. You're not just writing a blog. If you just say, I want to write a blog for you, 99% of business owners, they just think to themselves, why would I want people coming on my website through my blog? Okay. Why would I want these terms that don't really lead to people buying? Why would I want that for my business? But instead, what you can do is you can change the scope or change the way that your potential client is seeing your offer. This is such an important part of business, okay? You need to make sure that you are playing on the needs and wants of your customers. It's psychological, it's just business, guys. And if you go up to someone and say, I'll write a blog for you, they are going to be far less interested than if you say something like, I am going to increase your topical authority and increase the traffic to your entire website. This is what a lot of people don't understand. If you explain to them that increasing topical authority actually increases traffic to their entire ecosystem, not just the blog posts, it's much more of an appealing offer, okay? Next time you're looking for writing work, phrase it as increasing their topical authority. And you can also say, this is completely true, by the way, that increasing topical authority increases trust and can even help with their local and national SEO rankings. If you didn't know, if you have a website that has 10,000 clicks per month, Google will actually increase the local SEO of your kind of business because it trusts you more, okay? You can use ChatGPT-4, you can use the API for this if you really, really want to. Personally, I would use the playground. It's still using the API, but I would use the playground to create this content because I don't think auto blogging works that well. If you want to do auto blogging, feel free. If you want to fully automate things, then you can, like I showed you at the beginning of this video, create a Zapier system that will post for people automatically. However, I personally think it would be better to use the playground here and not use auto blogging. This is a really, really good way to make money because people pay per article, often $40, $50 per 2,000 words, something like that. That's really, really good money if you're just using ChatGPT to blast out articles. Obviously, make sure they're good articles, make sure they're ranking. Follow my other videos. I just released a video yesterday that shows you exactly how to write an SEO blog that will rank on Google. Use that video if you're going to do this, because if you just write bad content, you will not keep your customers. Okay, one of probably the most popular ones on this list is email marketing automation. Email marketing is fundamental to every single business that exists, and you need to have certain things in place, okay? But you don't just have to offer email marketing automation in the sense that when someone emails you, you email them back. What you can also do is you can do things like product, browse, abandoned cart, emails, sending emails to people who have messaged the chat or been on the website for more than 3 minutes or whatever it might be. You can also control people's lists. You can get rid of spammy looking email that just don't really exist or whatever it might be. You can make sure that the people that you are they're targeting with their emails are the people they want to be targeting. Another really, really good use of this is to actually write their newsletter sequences for them. If you don't know, if you sign up to a new newsletter, a new website, you will often receive 7 emails in a row for the next 7 days. That's called a newsletter sequence. It's very, very common to get people into their businesses, okay? It's actually fundamental because it keeps new people who are obviously engaging because they've joined the newsletter. It keeps them in the business. It keeps them contacted. It keeps them up to date with all of the information, okay? So you can actually write their newsletter sequences, and I've done this before, and it's good money. And what you can do is you can take one of their emails that they've done before, and you can use that as a blueprint to then write the other emails for them as well. That's a really, really good way to keep people engaged, and it's a really, really good service to offer people as well. So the next up is product SEO generation with GPT-4 API. This is super, super good money. Again, the reason this is such good money is because they pay per word often, or just they pay per product or whatever it might be, but you can create millions of these in a very, very short amount of time. I personally would make them pay for every word. I would charge something like 0.1, which would be $10 for 1,000 words if I haven't forgotten how to do maths. $10 for 1,000 words is a really, really good way to price it. And you would make about $9.80 even if you're using GPT-4 API, okay? And what you can actually do, although I don't have a video, I don't have anything showing you how to actually do this in this video, but you can actually do all of this inside Google Sheets. So let's say you have a business owner who has 10,000 products and they all have titles, but they don't have descriptions or anything like that. What you can do is you can take those titles, put them into Google Sheets, use GPT-4 with something called GPT in Sheets or something like that. It's an add-on for Google Sheets. Just go on extensions, click add-ons, add this to your Google Sheets. And basically what you can do is you can automatically generate all of that information. You can do product descriptions, you can do titles, you can do tags, you can do all of that good stuff that people really, really need, because tags especially is a really, really important one that people underestimate. If you're on Shopify and you don't have tags, it's extremely difficult to create collections, okay? Let's say you want to create a lot of collections because it's good for SEO. You can only do that if you have tags, okay? So yeah, this is probably one of the easiest ways to make really, really good money online. Another thing this actually opens up is if you are not a native English speaker, you can now write native level English speaking content, product descriptions, etc. This also opens up really easy avenues to drop shipping, because a lot of softwares, they will put your products online, but they will have exactly the same product descriptions as thousands of competitors. So what you can do to stand out is to rewrite them all using this system that I've just talked about in this video. So one of the probably the best paying ones on this list is actually a lead vetting system, okay? A lot of big businesses, they are losing a lot of hours vetting leads. And what we can actually do now is we can take people's leads, we can take their contact forms, whatever it might be, and we can qualify the leads. So let's say we have an HVAC service center that is ranking for a keyword that we don't actually offer. What we can do is anyone that has that word in their thing and wants that service, we can say that's not a good lead for us because they actually don't want something that we offer. On the flip side, we can say, if it does include a word that we do offer as a service, that is a qualified lead and we will ring them, okay? So instead of having to manually go through thousands or tens of thousands of leads, whatever it might be, what we can actually do instead is very, very simply do this with ChatGPT instead. One of the hardest things to actually do is to suggest content or to think of content to make. I know I struggle with this, and I know that a lot of business owners struggle with this as well. So what we can actually do is we can create a content suggestion agency. And the way that will work is it will do something like it will read the sitemap of a company, and from that sitemap, it will kind of include all of that information, maybe take things from Google Search Console, maybe take information from Google Analytics, find out what's working on the website, find out what's not working on the website, and then suggest content from there. But we can take that one step further. We can suggest social media content. We can create social media plans. We can create, all these different things that we can create automatically. And then we can send them to the client and we can charge a monthly fee for that service. This is really, really nice because you don't actually have to create any content. All you have to do is suggest the content. And now, finally, my personal favorite and the one that I think is probably the best way to make money online through an automation agency is actually an automated SEO audit agency. So something like Ahrefs, but instead of Ahrefs, what it actually does is it's much more tailored for people's websites. And what it will do is it will take information from Search Console, Google Analytics, etc., sitemap, etc., and it will make sure, for example, let's say someone's paying $2,000. I met someone recently who was paying $7,000 a month for SEO, and the SEO agency was not delivering. If they had had this service, which you can charge $100 for, $200 for, something, very, very cheap, and you can also add the content suggestions on the top of that, they would have saved so much money because they were paying for 2 or 3 years. And they booked a consult call with me, and I was like, how much are you paying for this SEO? And they told me 7,000. I almost had a heart attack. I was so shocked that they were paying that amount of money for something that just wasn't working very well at all. And they would have seen that much earlier on if they had signed up to something like an automated SEO audit agency. You can do it for cheaper than Ahrefs if you want. The really, really good thing about the GPT-4 API is that it's really, really cheap. 1,000 words is about 20 cents. So even if you're writing loads of content or doing a lot of audits or whatever it might be, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to spend a lot of money using the GPT-4 API. That's actually it, guys. That's the end of my video. I did make this presentation using basically an automated presentation maker. I wanted to try this out. I wanted to actually give a presentation instead of, the kind of stuff that I normally do in my videos. If you like this video, let me know. I know that the presentation wasn't the best, but I'm pretty happy with the results there. So yeah, let me know, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.